The Shawshank Redemption is set in the 1940s and 1950s, and follows the life of Andy Dufresne, played by Tim Robbins, a young, successful banker who is wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife and her lover. He is sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms in the Shawshank State Penitentiary, a brutal and oppressive maximum security prison in Maine. At Shawshank, Andy initially struggles to adapt to the harsh conditions. He is an outsider, emotionally distant, and intellectual, which makes him a target for abuse from both inmates and guards. However, his background as a banker proves useful when he befriends Ellis, Redding, Morgan Freeman, an experienced inmate and the prison's go-to man for procuring contraband. Red is initially skeptical of Andy's ability to survive in Shawshank, but the two form a deep bond over time. Andy uses his financial skills to help the corrupt warden of Shawshank, Samuel Norton, Bob Gunton, and the prison's guards launder money through a series of illegal schemes. His intelligence and ability to stay calm under pressure earn him the respect of many prisoners, though he remains focused on his ultimate goal, proving his innocence. Over the years, Andy becomes involved in a number of activities within the prison, including teaching fellow inmates to read and helping them earn their high school diplomas. He also uses his position to improve the prison's library, turning it into a place of education and hope for the other prisoners. Throughout, Andy never loses his hope of one day proving his innocence and being freed. In a pivotal moment, Andy learns about a potential lead that could exonerate him, a confession from the actual murderer of his wife and her lover. When he attempts to present this evidence to the authorities, the corrupt warden and prison officials refuse to listen, as they have become financially dependent on Andy's expertise. In the movie's emotional climax, Andy escapes from Shawshank by digging a tunnel through his cell wall, which he had been working on secretly for years. The tunnel leads to the sewage pipes, which allow him to break out and flee the prison. Before escaping, Andy leaves a letter for Red, telling him about a place in Zihuatanejo, Mexico, where they can both find peace and freedom. Red, who had spent over 40 years in Shawshank, is eventually paroled. After struggling with life outside prison, he remembers Andy's letter and follows his advice, traveling to Zihuatanejo. The film ends with a heartwarming reunion between the two friends on a beach, symbolizing the triumph of hope, friendship, and redemption. The Shawshank Redemption is widely regarded as one of the greatest films of all time. Its themes of hope, perseverance, and the resilience of the human spirit resonate deeply with audiences. Despite its initial box office disappointment, the film gained widespread acclaim through home video and television broadcasts, and it has since become a beloved classic.